Welcome back, guys. This is Arnaldo, aka Mad Dog, and this is going to be episode 38 of GG's a Mouthful. That tired voice that you hear that pretty much blasted the speakers here is Mr. David Santos. Welcome back.
Thank you. I'm back. I feel like
it's been a year now since I've seen you.
It's been a year. I feel like I should be the special guest by now.
Well, after a year, yeah, you're no longer regular.
A lot of changes since the last time I was here. We got a new studio.
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think?
Yeah. Well, I don't see the beer, so I don't know what's going on.
Well, it's frowned upon in many cultures to be drinking at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, I see.
So instead, we have done something a little different today.
Yes, we have.
What do you have here, sir?
Sir, we are making coffee live. We are going to be partaking of some Nespresso.
Oh.
And I'm going to let you choose. So I have two flavors over here. I got a little Nespresso machine. I forgot. I think it's called the
Nespresso.
Nessia, something like that. Yeah, it's like a tiny unit there. And I have Roma or Ristretto. I just realized that the R.
Yeah, there's an R in there.
Yeah. Ristretto or Roma. What do you feel like?
Ristretto sounds good.
Yeah. It sounds very Polish.
Yes.
Not Polish, Italian.
Oh, yes.
All right, so I'm going to, well, not more than Roma.
Oh, I was going to say.
Let's go ahead and try this out. And in the meantime.
Oh, man. So he's going to be my barista today.
This thing.
So I want a half whip cap, whatever that's called. A double
mocha latte.
Yeah.
All right. You ready for the? Okay.
Hold the whip.
It's warming up.
At
some point, you're gonna know that it's working.
Oh, okay. Is it gonna just start spewing out?
Yeah.
Is it going to hit the correct? Because the angle there may.
Wow. So you decided to, for some reason, give me this one first.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm prepared for it.
Oh, okay. That works. I see.
That works.
Yeah.
That works.
Okay.
You give me a cereal bowl too.
Sorry, man. That's how I take my coffee, in a huge bowl. Oh.
Oh, there you go. There it is.
Oh, look at that. It's spewing, guys.
Oh, feeling the aroma already.
Yeah, it feels like I'm in a Starbucks.
I think that's the point. The whole Starbucks experience.
Oh, okay.
This is how you want to wake up.
Do we have any tea biscuits to go with this?
Actually, yeah, I forgot to bring those scones.
Scones? Oh, man.
I totally should have. And I woke up late, and that's another story.
Oh, no worries. So, sir, talk to us, man. How was the honeymoon?
It was fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, it was amazing. First off, I was a little worried about the fact that I was going into this. To me, no-name cruise line. I thought it was a no-name cruise line. It turns out that they're actually kind of famous in other areas of the world. Okay. Celebrity cruise line. Yeah, okay. This is not endorsing it whatsoever. The only reason I bring it up is because, I was ready for anything. I don't know if it was going to be crazy or if it was going to be laid back, but it ended up being very laid back, very fun. Hit a couple of spots: Haiti, Jamaica. Went to Cayman Island, which. Dude, Cayman Islands is awesome.
I can imagine.
I think it's the one that I enjoyed the most.
And you didn't think you were going to enjoy it?
No, I thought that was the day I thought, well, baby, I think I want to just lay back on the cruise. I don't
Stay in the boat.
Stay in the boat. All right, do me a favor, press that red button over there.
Oh, that's right, because we got a milk steamer now over here.
Yeah, we got the foamer. The foamer. I mean, if we're gonna want to have the whole.
Oh, this is real here.
Experience.
Yeah. You got a foaming milk over here.
Hopefully he doesn't go out of control, start spewing out milk everywhere.
Oh, well, I mean,
we have electronics nearby.
Yeah, that's okay. That's just the modem. We're all right.
Yeah.
We're not casting live here.
So you can start sweetening your thing while I talk if you like.
Thank you, sir.
This is going to be yours, and I'm going to need a smaller cup for this. So what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So Cayman Island, fantastic. We had ton of fun there. In Cozumel, Mexico, and I went to see the Mayan ruins over there of Tulum.
Tulum?
Yeah. So that was great too. And yeah, I mean the whole cruise ship experience. I think I'm turning into like a cruise ship person now.
Yeah?
A person that had never done cruises before. I've done like this is my third already in a short amount of time.
Yeah.
And I just love the the feeling of being in the middle of the ocean and at night and the breeze hitting you and you like looking at the world in a kind of the very different aspect. Anyway, this is not the inspirational podcast. I'm just saying I had fun.
Oh, that's good.
I had a lot of fun in that. And well, consequently, I had a rude awakening when I came back from that vacation because now I am a married person with a house. And let me tell you,
Things
the
have
house,
changed.
yeah, there's a lot of things that I need to work on. There's a lot. It's like those home project programs that you tend to see when you go to the gym a lot. A lot of people are watching when they're on the treadmills. Yeah, I have a little bit of that. So appreciate you helping me painting today and offering. It's most appreciated.
Oh, you're very welcome, sir. You're very
I think that's done.
It's done. Okay.
Yeah.
The milk is foamed.
The milk
just
is foamed.
lifted?
Did you put sugar in yours?
Yes.
All right, then just pull away. Take it at the top.
Oh, look at that. That is.
Oh, that is some rich foam right there.
Yeah. Do I just throw it in there?
Yeah, yeah.
The whole thing?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, look at
Go
that.
at it.
Man.
Go at it,
I'm
bro.
gonna have to invest in one of these bad boys right here.
That thing was well, that was a combo. The foamer, they usually sell the foamer separate for like I don't know, $50 or so.
Oh, really? So you don't need it? So it doesn't need the foamer?
Yeah, it comes up. Well, this thing was a combo that Amazon did for like $99.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, I
well,
think I might
separate
just
is like
invest in this.
$279.
Think I just might invest in this.
And so what? So what else? So yeah, I've been. I guess we're stepping into what we've been doing, right?
Yeah. Let's start the show with what we always start with, which
All
is
right.
what have you been doing?
So, so yeah, cruise, honeymoon, come back home, reality hits. I have nothing hooked up. None of my systems are hooked up. So I think I played Final Fantasy 15. When was the last time? Probably at mid-December, and that was it. Like, couldn't touch it. And now I hooked up my computer. At the very least, I put my computer together because, of course, I'm gonna set that. I'm gonna have that
I was
set
gonna
up.
say, I don't
even
see-
in the mess, even in the middle of the mess, it's there. And
It's the one shiny thing in the corner.
oh yeah. Well, I was looking for what to play since I can't play the game that I was, that I was running at that time. Hitman. Let me tell you something about a little game called Hitman. If you guys haven't picked it up just yet because it was episodic and stuff like that, well, the game's gonna be released soon if it hasn't already.
I think it's this month.
It's this
I'll
month?
look
Yeah,
into
yeah,
it.
it's
Go
definitely
ahead.
this month. But I didn't remember if on one package. Guys, get it. This game is awesome, and I'm not. I was never a Hitman fan, so I just jumped in because it was there was a deal on the PC version on GameStop, and I've been telling you. If these games were like this before, I'm so sorry that I missed them because they are a hell of a fun. Oh, but I heard they make quite a few changes. This is the best version yet.
Yeah.
This is the best version yet.
Well, I mean, the episodic nature of it. It's still in pre-order for the full season, so it's not available yet. End of the month.
That's
January
another
31st.
thing. That's another thing I really like. The fact that they are doing the full season is out and they keep supporting it. So they're going to use it like a platform. I can see how the season worked on this because it was you play a level and you don't play the level and just go to the next part of the story. You play the level and then you replay it again from different, and it always feels. I mean, it feels substantially different because of course you have like all these ways that you can actually take out your
opponent,
target. Yeah, your
your
opponent.
target.
Yeah, and some of them are telegraphed. Like this, the game will tell you, okay, do this. If you want to play this by checkpoint, you can. The game will tell you, okay, now go here, grab this. Now go here. I feel like you should switch that off and just like go at it crazy.
Go where you want to
go. Do your thing, because eventually you will find a perfect opportunity to take out the character whichever way the game allows you.
Nice.
And it is a pretty amazing experience. So yeah, that's been holding me to the point where I'm like, yeah, I don't need my PlayStation or Xbox hooked up
for the
now.
moment. Yeah.
So
that's good.
I'm gonna be playing that for a while.
Well, go ahead, man. Set up your coffee.
Let me set up my coffee
I
here.
think that's gonna work if you lift this up here.
Or if I take it out.
Or if you take it out, yeah.
I don't know if I can.
No, it's not gonna let you take it out.
Let me take it out. All
We
right.
try lifting it up. I realized that it poured out that direction like that.
Well, we're gonna try it here. We're gonna put it in the next one,
All right.
and I just opened it like an idiot. All right. It fell.
Oh, all right. Changing of the
This is
the
live,
new one?
guys.
what is this? This is the Roma.
This is the yeah. I'm going with the Roma.
Okay,
All right, and big cup, little cup, big cup, little cup.
that should be fun. Ah, there it is.
It sounds like construction material, construction equipment.
It kind of does.
Yeah.
If you couldn't hear me say it, it sounds like construction equipment. So.
Yeah.
All right, so while you're doing that, sir, I'll kind of go into a couple of things I've been doing. First off, I stopped playing I Am Setsuna.
What?
Yeah,
I thought
because
you were enjoying it though.
I was, but then I realized that I think I've outgrown this type of RPG.
Yeah.
You know, because it is, it's all written, it's all, there's text and all this, and then there's no voice acting.
But from what I saw, it was I mean, the game looks like Chrono Trigger. You know,
It does,
like those
yeah.
5 hours, and I mean, those games had text, but I don't remember it being like full,
Yeah, it's conversations in text, which I mean, at some point in my life, I would have been okay.
Pass
But
me the
at
milk,
this
sir,
point-
please. Oh, yeah, no, turn it, yeah.
Steaming the milk.
Steaming milk.
And but I had to let it go because unfortunately there was a moment I realized that I'm not saving, and I mean I'm saving, but I'm saving very infrequently.
Very frequently?
And then of course I'll go ahead and suspend the app and come back and suspend the app because it'll just pick up right where I left off.
Yeah.
And I was like, I guess I wasn't worried about dying, and then unfortunately I did die, and then I didn't save.
Took you back. Oh.
And because you're
It
used
took you
to,
back.
you're used to auto saving, and it's just like, you know what?
Did you? Yeah, this game is old school in all the senses. They have save points and checkpoints, and you forgot to hit them.
Exactly. Well, I hit a few and all that, but I mean, when I hit the open world, because you can save anytime in the open world as and so that was it. I mean,
You're making me want to play Final Fantasy VI.
Well,
believe it or not, even though you're saying no, I think I'm done with it, but just remembering like the overworld and the save point and the the checkpoints on the caves.
If you can make it past 3 hours, sir, I'll be shocked. I went a good almost 20 hours into it. So I did. I'm not
That's
sure
good.
where I left off at, but I'm like, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I got my feel. Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
So then I started and finished playing The Fall.
What the hell is the fall? I just mentioned that the other day. I'm like, how long have I been not playing? Our games are coming out now that I don't even know.
The Fall is looks like your thing has steamed here already.
All right, got the milk ready. Oh, by the way, how's your coffee?
It's amazing, bro.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Every time I take a sip, I get a little bit foam on my nose. It feels official, bro.
It feels official, doesn't it? It is a great investment.
Yeah, definitely. So The Fall, what The Fall is if you when you look at it, it's going to look so much like The Swapper. You ever seen The Swapper?
Oh, yeah, I remember that. That was a good game.
It was a good game, yeah. It's very
I almost
similar.
played more than 20 minutes.
It's very similar to it in the sense that it's sort of a puzzle, side-scrolling platform type of thing. So the way the game begins, you see a pilot, what looks like a space pilot, basically, coming to a crash into the planet, and right before it hits, the system in the suit that the person's wearing goes turning on suit and turning on shields so that it can, basically soften the impact. When it gets up, it turns out the suit is now controlling because the pilot in the suit is unconscious. So now you're playing as a suit to try to first
Save
find
the
out where
pilot?
you are and try to get to medical to save the pilot.
Oh wow! So I didn't expect it to be the sci-fi.
It's very sci-fi.
Really?
It's very sci-fi. It's not long either. I mean, it's puzzle in the sense that almost like an adventure, but not as bad as an adventure game. Not as bad as the Double Fine types. But they are. You pick up stuff, and you kind of have to figure out where to go with them. You know.
You shouldn't say as bad. Those games are
No.
fantastic.
I know what you mean.
Amazing,
I don't mean it in that way. I mean to say as difficult. As difficult as those games. Because those can be, my God, those can be freaking
Unless you like
obtuse.
if you like the playing those type of games, yeah. But I'm thinking Full Throttle right now.
Yeah. Oh, it's out now too. It's free.
What?
Yeah, it's on PlayStation Plus.
Oh, I'm excited. Oh, I'm going straight. Oh shit!
Do it from your phone.
Yeah, I don't have anything. Yeah, I didn't even renew my.
Did you? Oh wow!
Yeah, it lapsed.
So PS Plus.
Yeah, my PS Plus lapsed. Oh shit!
That's a shame, dude.
And the thing is, at the way that I'm seeing, because I want to mount my TV, I want to fix the office room, if you will, the man cave. And by the time I finish with that, it'll probably be like end of February.
Oh wow! Wow.
I told you there's a lot.
There's a lot going on. Yeah.
So what brought your interest to? I mean, what caught your eye
On the fall.
on the fall? Yeah.
It was on sale on one of those PSN flash sales, and I went to kind of do a little homework on it before I went and I think I spent $5 on it. It wasn't a lot.
It wasn't released this year.
No, it was released 2016, the mid
Oh, okay.
middle of
All right, so it
2016.
was released. All right. It's not an old game.
It's interesting. I don't want to say anything because it's fascinating when it's happening. I mean, basically, you're there, and when you end up, you're in a what appears to be an abandoned facility, and then these are other robots about, some that are not friendly. So what you're trying to do, but then you're also having to mess with different AIs to try to get them to help you, but they're not. You know, it's just this weird thing that's going on, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it for $5, dude. It was.
How's the tone? Is the tone like serious, or is the tone like?
Yeah, it's a little serious. I mean, it has a little bit of humor here and there, but for the most part, because the pilot, so you hear the pilot, and it sounds like a woman, but she's like, I am arid, and then she says what arid stands for, which is like assault something, level class this and this. I am in need of assistance. My pilot has, she speaks very, and so she's trying to get help, and you're trying to get it, but it looks so much like Swapper because it's just the same. The only difference is the character in Swapper is a little bit smaller on the screen. This one's pretty much full size. I mean, it's a good close view of everything. And
side scroller type.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I took some video, so I'm gonna try to put up some video
nice,
because
okay.
it was pretty good.
Okay.
And then I finished that because it's not very long, and I've just jumped into Crypt of the Necrodancer.
Oh, Crypt of the Necrodancer! It's a great game.
It is, dude. It's a lot of fun. I also got some video on that. I'll put down. I mean, you guys have to see it. The group. I'm like, you guys have to see this crazy game because it's basically a. It's a dungeon crawler, but it's a roguelike dungeon crawler.
A rhythmic
roguelike. Because basically you have to move to the beat that's playing. But the beats are great. I'm not gonna lie. The music.
Music.
Yeah.
I think that's a game from last year.
Yes.
And I saw a couple of music, soundtrack of the year with this one. Yeah,
I can definitely agree.
Fantastic.
So I'm playing that now. I mean, I don't know how far I'm going to get into it. I got to the couple bosses and they've pretty much just kicked my ass, but I'm still having fun. So until I'm not having fun anymore, I'll just keep playing that. And then I watch a couple of films. Particularly, I wanted to mention Children of Men.
Children of Men, you were talking to me about this and it piqued my interest and I have it on my queue now.
Yes, it's such a good movie.
And go.
Basically it's in the believe it or not, it's in the distant future from here. It's 2027. And in that particular
Not
future,
so distant future.
Not so distant, yeah. In that particular future, the world has not had a birth of a child in 18 years. So now you're in the middle of this. People already know nobody's having babies. It's just the way things are.
People forgot the art of.
Oh yeah, of making love.
Yes.
No. Basically, it's an infertility crisis, and so that's the type of world it is in. You have people who are who blame religion. You have people who are like, oh, this is the government.
Oh, they don't know what they don't know what
they don't know what happened. They don't know what happened, but it's been years now, and they're like, it is what it is. But then you have people who, a lot of people, who just feel hopeless because if you're not having babies,
this is going to be their last generation.
Exactly.
That's it.
So it's like, man, this is it's
who's going to take care of all the people, of all the old people.
Exactly. And then so that's what I don't really want to ruin anything on it because it is so freaking good. But it's one of those movies you have to watch like everything. You have to watch what's going on in the front. You have to watch in the background because there's just so much going on. But it is easily one of my favorite films. Period, hands down.
A lot of environmental storytelling.
There's environmental storytelling as well because it doesn't. It gives you a little bit in the beginning as to what happened, but what's going on is being filled in by things in the background, like a news story on the TV screen. It's talking about something. They're in a room and he's looking over, and you see stuff on the table, and it'll be newspapers and stuff like that have information. If you just take a quick read of it, you can say, oh, okay, I see where they are in the world.
Yeah.
The beautiful thing about this movie though is in 2006 is when it came out, and at that time there was you look at it and say this is a little enhanced sci-fi. This okay, it's a possible future, but maybe not likely. Now after this wonderful 2016 that we just had. You look at it now and go,
oh, this is touching a little close to home.
This is kind of, this is really starting to, and the funny thing is, like I said, this is just 10 years ago that it came out. You look at it then, it was, because that was before iPhones. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then this is a small world. It's really not even that big. There's this kid who's on an electronic device. All right, because remember, there's no iPhones at this point, so we don't know about any smartphones.
The Game Boy 8.
He's on his thing, and he's just not paying attention to, and he's just stuck into it. And it's just like, you think about that back then and go, oh, come on, obviously, now with people stuck with their faces in phones all the time, you're going, whoa! How the hell did they know this back then?
Yes.
So I have to tell you, it's one of those really good films. That's really all I've been doing. I'm trying to make it through Luke Cage, Marvel's Luke Cage.
I've heard nothing but great things. I mean, I've been seeing the reviews everywhere. It is to me. It seems like the next best Marvel thing, on TV right now. Tell me about Luke Cage.
Luke Cage. First off, it's the premise is good. What's going on is understandable.
I wasn't being facetious. I literally saw.
I know because there's the reviews all
very
over the place,
highly at Metacritic, and
it's ridiculous. I'm going, what are they seeing here? Because I'm looking at some really, really
sweet Christmas,
poor. I mean, or not. Well, no, I'm going to say poor. I'm going to say definitely some wooden acting going on here.
Really?
And I'm like, and it just. I try to look past it because I'm like, you know what, this is a Marvel property. Let me just try to, get through it, and
it'll get good.
It'll get good, and then of course it's going to lead up to the team up series called The Defenders. So I feel like I gotta watch it. Yeah. So you're gonna have Daredevil, which is already on there, Jessica Jones,
awesome,
Luke Cage, and then Iron Fist, and those are the series, and then you're gonna have a separate team up series called The Defenders. So this is leading to that. So I'm like, I have to watch it. I have no choice.
So everything has to follow that tried and true Marvel formula of let's introduce the characters by themselves, but at one point we're gonna put them together. Yeah, that was the original
Ultimate
plan. Force.
The original plan before they even did the Daredevil. They had it laid out that way. So, but it's kind of a. It's kind of a freaking slog to try to get through.
Really?
I'm just like, I'll do it but I'm going to end up just having it on. And
I just don't see like Luke Cage, to me, he's like a interesting support character. I don't see him having his own series. I mean, what there's going to have to be a lot of like dramatic moments between the different characters, because I don't think him as a hero is interesting just enough.
Well, you say that, and then I look at the other characters in the show, going, okay, well, maybe at least there's maybe another, maybe there's a villain that will really make things interesting.
Well, that's what I thought about the villain Jessica Jones, and then it kind of fell apart for me a little bit.
I liked the Purple Man, especially in the beginning.
Yeah, especially in the beginning, he was like...
Yeah, after a while, he was like, okay, now I'm not...
Now you're just coming... now he's a little silly. Yeah, you're just coming out a little...
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Exactly. Twisting his mustache.
Yes, exactly,
But he was... Overall, though, he was pretty good, the Purple Man. I can't remember his actual name, but here it's a gangster. At the moment, it's a gangster. I don't know if anything else happens along the line, but at the moment, it's a gangster, and I just don't care about him. I can't, like, he's an ass. He is what it is. He's trying to make money. It's like, okay, well, he's a not original
cookie cutter bad guy.
And then he has a cousin who's played by this actress who's such a good freaking actress, and I'm seeing her here, and I'm just going, what happened? What is wrong? Is it the script? Is it the directing? I don't understand.
Wow.
And the guy playing the gangster, by the way, is also he plays Remy on this other show, House of Cards, which is great.
Yeah.
So when I'm like, oh, that's cool, they're gonna have him, and I'm like, man, I can't do it.
Not happening.
He's not holding my attention. So,
do you think you'll stick to it?
I will, because I have to. It's the series. It's like
I have to, of course.
It's how I do.
I feel like you have so many other series that you could be watching.
I got a shitload of series, bro.
Damn.
It's unreal. I'm never gonna get through them all. I tell you right now.
Yeah. Well, you could start by abandoning the ones that are not holding your interest.
No, I can't do it. But yeah, that's all I've been doing. So. All right, so we're going to go right into some news items here. I've got a few. So it looks like the year's warming up finally when it comes to news, because there wasn't shit going on last week.
It was the holidays. It was kind of expected. That coffee was great.
It was good. You making another cup?
Just kidding. I kind of messed up. I only brought 2 capsules because the whole thing works with little capsules. And then I was like, damn it, I should have brought the whole thing. I spent... By the way, those capsules, freaking expensive.
Oh, I know it.
I spent $36 on 50 capsules of those things on Amazon.
Wow.
Yeah.
50,
I mean,
that's it?
Yeah. It only have 50. Until I can find a better supplier, a better dealer, But in the meantime, I mean, I like the fact so I'm using it as, okay, this is the coffee to where I feel like having good coffee. When I just feel like, I just want the flavor, whatever, doesn't have to be anything special, I'll just use the regular coffee.
I got you.
And this one's gonna be like the premium, because when they come out at the end, I mean, you just taste it with the foam.
Yeah,
and
it's
so good.
It's tight. I'm not gonna lie.
My tummy's warm right now. I am ready to talk about the news.
Yes. Well, let's start off with a big thing that happened, I think, about a week ago now, or at least in the beginning of this week. Xbox exclusive Scalebound was canceled.
Jesus Christ, yes. Oh, my God. I was so angry at that. I was so angry at it that I was like, fuck this. I'm not going to post this. I don't let anybody else take the reins. It's like, this is... Oh, Microsoft. You barely have games, exclusives. And then you're going to... I mean, whatever. We don't really know what was happening during development, and probably... I mean, the game kept looking great, but who knows? It probably wasn't fun to play at the end, or that they might have found out that it was a little bit too derivative or something. But, man, it's such a great idea. I feel like they should have... Okay, then just... take another route or something, but not just straight out cancel it.
Well, it's funny you say that, because I was mentioning, I have it here written. I'm like, it's funny the different mindsets of the companies. Xbox, I guess, runs into that situation where this doesn't look like we're going good.
This is not
pull
working.
the plug.
Yeah.
And you have Sony who goes, well, we'll keep going till the Last Guardian.
Keep going.
Out.
Oh my God.
Final Fantasy 15 finally comes out. It's just like, what is the better answer? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you cut your losses, or do you just say, "Fuck it, we'll release it down the road"?
Realistically, you gotta think you don't want to put money on a project that just doesn't look like it's catching. I get I get why they're doing it. It's just it can't help in any way make it look better, because Microsoft right now, I feel like it's in this deficit of first party games. You know, you can't hold the company with just Halo, Forza, and Gears of War. You know, that's you tried to do that with Halo before, and I feel like Halo, which used to be to me one of the that was my Mario, honestly. You know, when it came to gaming, and now it's like freaking Halo Wars 2 is coming out, and I can't get myself to like care. I haven't pre-ordered or anything like that. It's like, I mean, I want to play it, but it's like, oh, this is just too much, you know. At some point, and yeah, it'll be. Imagine if Sony was releasing an Uncharted game every year. I mean, it'll sound great, right? But in reality,
you're gonna get tired.
You're gonna get tired.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, and then on top of that, recently another thing that I found: the trailers have gone. They've pulled all the trailers from YouTube, and it's like, man, I don't know that when you see stuff like that, you go, okay, it's one thing to say maybe the development wasn't going good, so we're just going to stop production. It's another to say, no, we're erasing history.
This never happened. This never happened.
That's what that looks like, yeah.
They're Konami-ing this whole thing.
Yeah, exactly. No. So I'm like, man, I know, of course, on top of that, Platinum Games, you know what I mean? This was their baby. Well, one of their babies anyway, because now they just have Nier Automata. Automata.
Which I heard good things.
I heard,
I haven't played it myself, but I've seen the buzz around it. Seems positive enough to where, like, okay, this could be one of their good games. But I hate that. I have a feeling like that about Platinum, because Platinum, I felt like they couldn't do no wrong.
Yeah.
And then they started doing very wrong.
Well, yeah. The studio had a pretty poor 2016.
Yes. I would say.
They had Star Fox Zero, which was not received.
Yeah, no. How do you fuck up Star Fox?
I don't know. And then they bundled it into another title called Star Fox Guard. And then finally you have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutants in Manhattan, which was
it was mediocre, and actually no, that game was bad.
Yeah,
it's not even mediocre. Mediocre. I'm thinking Transform was okay.
Yeah, it was okay. I got it because it came free or something like that.
Yeah,
I downloaded.
Yeah,
and I was like,
So he wasn't doing it really. Like, and I mean, you're thinking the old Transformers. This should have grabbed you.
It should have. Yeah, it was just such a simple premise, you know. Yeah, it's very repetitive, and I'm like, this is not.
We're talking about Jesus Christ. We're talking about the developer of Bayonetta.
I know.
One of my freaking favorite games of all time.
What happened after that? That was their gem.
And they can't seem to replicate it.
I don't know.
It's like they move people. Now they're doing this like third party thing, or what do you call it? Licensed IPs with Legend of Korra, which also was mediocre.
Another repetitive, just going from one room to another room to another room.
What happened to you, Platinum?
I don't know.
You everything you touch used to become platinum, and now what was that game where you were just like sliding everywhere? Vanguard, was it? You were a robot.
Oh, yes.
Or a guy in a suit.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called, though.
Oh, that game was so
Vanquish.
good. Vanquish, yes. Yeah. Where is Vanquish 2? Where's our Vanquish 2?
Go back to the properties you know.
Yes. Well, no, actually, now I'm afraid, because why did they just mess them up? I mean, they didn't mess up Bayonetta 2. Bayonetta 2 was great.
Well, yeah, that was far superior from the first one, I'm understanding. So, what happened?
Dude, I just thought of something. What if they released Bayonetta 2 Deluxe on the Switch?
Oh, okay.
Oh my God! Okay, I am. All right, I'm putting that pre-order.
You don't know.
You heard it here first. You know it's happening.
Making up rumors here.
You know it's happening. Post it. Bayonetta 2 Deluxe is called. It's Bayonetta 2 Switch.
It's Bayonetta Switch.
To switch into a bad game from Platinum.
That's messed up. So yeah, unfortunate news for Scalebound. Moving on, Sony announced the Glacier White PS4 Slim, and It looked
Really?
pretty. Yeah, it looked really pretty.
Well, I'm doing a whole like pure theme on my man cave where it's gonna be white walls and blue lighting probably or something like that. It's gonna look. That could actually look very good in it.
Yeah, that might fit right in.
Cool.
Only problem is, unfortunately, it's not.
It's not the Pro?
No, it's not mentioned to come to the U.S.
Yeah, of course.
January 24th in Europe and February 23rd in Japan.
They're probably gonna leave it for us.
Bring it. Yeah. But,
well, either that or tie it with a special edition of a game.
Of course.
Some game was gonna have the special edition white. So
yeah, included with it the.
PS4.
Let's see. I'll tell you. The Horizon Zero Dawn. Horizon Zero Dawn
edition. Oh yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's happening. All right, you heard it here first. Again, we're coming up
more
with
breaking news.
News from the future.
I know, right? Oh man. So yeah. Look, we'll see. We'll see if that comes out. If our prediction is right.
We're using our Minority Report machine to tell this news.
Exactly.
We should have a podcast that is all made up news and
make it sound like real.
What have you been playing? Well, I've been playing Double Dragon 5. The good game. That's the subtitle.
Oh man. So so that's the Glacier White. For Honor has a closed beta. That's going to arrive later on this month.
How do you feel about For Honor?
I want to sign up for the beta because I think that's a perfect way to finding out how I feel about it. You know what I mean? It's
I played a little bit of. I guess it was an alpha test on PC, and for an alpha, for what I played, it was like, yes, this is actually really cool. This is actually very interesting, but it has the trappings of, well, if this is all you do, if the campaign is just gonna be a series of this type of fights, then it's just gonna be a boring campaign. Yeah, okay. And I don't want this to be just a multiplayer focused game only.
Yeah, and they seem to be leaning that way too, which is a shame. So
yeah, that would be a shame.
But we'll see. That's why I'm going to sign up for it. See if I can get a little something in there. Gears of War 4. Speaking of, I should have said something about this right after Scalebound. But Gears of War 4 January update to include classic maps, characters, weapon skins, matchmaking improvements. Bringing up some details here of it so we can see what it says.
You were never an Xbox person on the time because of, I understand, with the 360 happened.
The Red Ring.
Ring.
So it threw me right off.
It threw you right off, yeah. But that's another property that, it just meant everything. That first Gears of War was like, okay, this is the first. That was to me, that was the title that defined the next gen back when we were transitioning from PlayStation 2 to 360 and PS3. That game looks so amazing, and that multiplayer was so like a lot of people played it. Now we have a super like a really really good game here, Gears of War 4. You hear nothing. You don't hear people playing the Sparrow Wolf, he's been playing it, and he's been posting about it, and he seems to be having a blast. And I'm like, yeah, but I need a group of people like that I can play. I probably should play with him.
I was gonna say, he's out there.
Yeah, because he's out there. No, but you don't hear the buzz. You don't hear the buzz of like.
It literally came and went. It came and it was like, oh man, this is a good game.
It came around the time that there were just way too many good shooters.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got Titanfall 2, we got Battlefield 1, we got Call of Duty, we got it was lost in the shuffle.
Yeah, unfortunately, but yeah, so that update's
classic
out
maps
there.
Are cool, yeah.
Classic maps, they have new characters.
Is that for free?
There's
a mission pricing?
I don't see pricing. I think it's part of the maybe part of the what do you call it? Season pass? Because there was a season pass in there.
That'd be cool.
Let me see here.
The
season pass holders are receiving 20 gear packs from the Series 2 update. The airdrop. So it looks like it's part of the. Well,
if it's part of the season pass, then it's not free because
it's not free. Yeah. So I mean, you can probably do a la carte, like they, say, okay, well, you're not going to do the season pass, you just pay for this separately if you want to do that. But
yeah, that's the old way of doing
that
things.
Is the old
Everybody
way.
should adopt Titanfall's 2 way of doing things. Just release those maps for free. I mean, Overwatch, same thing. Release those maps for free. There's no reason to be paying
For maps, yeah. I mean, maps you should just release for free.
Yeah, just monetize something else if you have to.
You have to.
But yeah.
And moving on, I got Uncharted movie news. It has a script.
Oh my god! And in future news, it lost its script.
So apparently, not only does it have a script, the writer, who I guess is the script writer, says that it's a beast.
Oh yeah,
yes.
He says his own script is
a beast.
Amazing.
Quote: monstrously cool and a beast. So now I'm starting to wonder. Is this going to have monsters?
Oh my god! Would you imagine it? Yeah. Oh, they are definitely putting dinosaurs. I know it. I know it.
I'm like, no, don't do it. Don't do it. So
Lara Croft fought dinosaurs.
Yeah, she did. She did. But no, Joe Carnahan, he's the writer, and to kind of show you some credits for his writing, he wrote the movie. Let me see. Oh man, that's producing. Fuck producers. They don't do shit. The screenplay play for The Grey. Did you ever see The Grey?
No, I don't.
Oh, you got to see The Grey.
Yeah.
The 18 remake, which is also pretty cool. Smoking Aces. I don't know if you've seen it. These are decent films.
These are good films? Okay,
yeah,
so at least...
films. I'm going to say decent films. These are decent films.
Yeah.
Especially The Grey. Actually, The Grey is a very good film.
Okay.
It has Liam Neeson in it.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really good. You may have remembered the trailer. Basically, they're in a plane. The plane crashes. They end up like in Alaska, and now the leftover survivors have to make it to some sort of civilization, but they're being hunted by wolves because they're in their territory.
Oh yeah, I think I've heard.
So it's a really good movie, dude. It's a really good movie. So he wrote that. So maybe a little hope. Yeah, I mean it's possible.
What was the last good video game movie? Let's see. We got
last video game movie.
That hasn't happened yet.
Yeah,
so
you're right.
Guess, yeah.
Well, we're in the future, so there was one.
Yes, there was one. It was called video. No, what was that?
Oh, video
Adam
game
Sandler,
movie.
Adam Sandler movie.
Oh God, Pixels.
Pixels. Yes. Academy Award winning.
Jesus Christ, that thing was really no good.
I think it was an insult to gamers.
It really was, because
it was a big fuck you to gamers.
The time frame didn't make sense. I'm like, no, they weren't holding these events at this point, you know. But yeah, so anyway, and so that's all I got as far as loose news items. What do you have anything there?
I thought we had a lot of news. I mean, I heard something about Nintendo making some news, but before we even get to that,
yes.
Let me see. Honestly, the only thing I have was that I realized was pretty cool. Dishonored 2 update. Mm-hmm. It adds a chapter select and permadeath.
So
do you want to play?
Let me tell you, permadeath? No, I don't want to.
So you're like, wait. I'm reading this and I'm just realizing, like, wait, what?
Yeah, you could die pretty quick in this game.
Wow.
But I'm gonna tell you what happened, because I was gonna go. Remember, I said I was gonna replay it again through the ¿cómo se dice? New Game Plus.
The New Game Plus, yes. Yeah. Oh, you should do the permanent, so that way if you die, okay, I'm done. Next game.
So let me tell you why I didn't do it. Unfortunately, something happened when I was trying to do the New Game Plus. I selected New Game Plus. I went to go into it so I can.
Ready.
Yeah, so I thought it was going to carry over the save file. I start the game, and I'm like, okay, and what. I don't have any of the powers I had before, so I'm going, maybe I had to hit a certain checkpoint to open them all up, right? Nope, I'm already in the second chapter, and I still don't have all of my powers, and I'm going, what the fuck is going on?
Why?
So, I don't know.
Maybe that's why they need a chapter select.
So when I went back to look at what the save files, I don't have any save file other than this save file, and I'm like, son of a bitch.
So he doesn't, because you were auto-saving?
Yeah. So,
So
I'm like,
crap.
What I'm thinking is that you have to actually start the New Game Plus file, and then that one always will stack up. But I didn't have that. I started the other one.
That's messed up.
So I was like, okay, I'm done.
I'm done.
Exactly, I'm done. So that's what happened there.
I will ask. Yeah, I will ask you for it so I can play it. But
yeah. By all means.
In 4 to 6 weeks when I hook on my system.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be right back, guys. Stand by.
Stand by.
All right, we're back, guys, and we're gonna go right into the hot topic of the week.
Hot topic of the week.
Awesome.
That sounded like I was burping so bad.
It does, yeah.
If I could burp like that,
That'll be quite.
I'll be in show business. Oh man,
I know. I'm all nice and warm now. From this
I
pancake.
love this pancakes. Yeah, we just had a pancake break with sausage, and it was amazing.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yes, I think I'm getting more warmed up to the idea of doing this on the Saturday morning.
On Saturday, yeah. This could be good.
Yes.
Could be good. So yeah, hot topic of the week, as you guys already know, this little console that has been announced. It's called the Nintendo Switch.
The Nintendo Switch.
Sir, do you happen to check out the conference at all?
No, I didn't have a chance. Honestly, I was so busy that the little bit of news that I got was from your postings as you were reporting live
from Japan.
From Japan.
Yeah, so the Nintendo Switch. I'm just gonna go through some of the stuff that we do know. Just kind of the main. What do you call
Is
those?
Nintendo's next console?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Next
exactly.
topic.
So the Nintendo Switch is coming out March 3rd. Okay, price is going to be $299. It's going to the Nintendo games. Switch games are going to be $60. The Switch itself is going to have up to 6 hours of battery life. Now, I've heard from multiple sources. You have between 2.5 to 6.5. Then you have between 3 to 6, and you have. It's like
I actually read a press conference from what appears to be a press conference that. A press release, I should say, that mentioned that depending on the games, they're going to be anywhere from 2.5, which it's okay. I mean, people have been giving crap of that's too short, and well, that's almost DS.
DS.
Yeah, wasn't it the first DS?
DS can go for a while. Yeah.
Not for that long. Well, 6 hours.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. So, for instance, to give you an example, they showed off Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, and that one is said to average around 3 hours. So it comes down to the processing, essentially. So the bigger the game, the more processing it needs, the more power it's going to use. So the less battery life you're going to have.
That might be problematic because then how do we gauge that? Really, it's like how do we know? This game is going to have a lot of graphics, and so I better have my charger standby.
Exactly. I don't know.
An extra battery pack.
Yeah.
You know what's happening.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you're going on, I guess the only issue is if you're going on trips and stuff like that. I mean, on the plane, I guess maybe there's a way of plugging in, on a bus, maybe not.
I'm not. Honestly, I'm not worried about battery
train or anything like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Switch also comes with a capture button that is going to include for screenshots and someday video.
Oh,
because video is not going to be immediate, but at least screenshots for now.
They love Nintendo. It's Nintendo. They love allowing you to record gameplay so you can post it on. Oh, wait a minute. That's right.
Yeah,
they will immediately take it down. That feature's never happening.
Yeah, well, we'll see. It's a new leader.
Do you think it's a new? Do you think this is a new Nintendo? I don't know, man.
I don't know because they're making some really well. Let me just continue with some of the specs here. They announced it's going to be region free, so no region locking. Finally, after decades here.
Yes.
And let's see the Switch itself. The unit, it's a 6.2-inch multi-touch screen, so it's not going to be like the Wii U display.
Nice multi-touch, awesome.
Yeah, resolution is going to be unfortunately at 720p, but that's not horrible.
But it outputs. I mean, that you talk about the tablet, right?
The tablet,
yeah. The tablet, it's got to output 1080
to 1080, yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's, not bad in comparison to the Wii U's. The Wii U gamepad was at 480. It's going to come with 32 gigabytes of internal storage which I still think is kind of low. But then again,
that is low.
yeah, it depends on the games. But I don't know. I don't know.
That is low, and it could be problematic because if you intend to, first off, if you intend to download most of these games, it does have. I do realize that it has an external S drive.
Yeah, micro SD. You can
SD,
expand the storage. I think up to
256.
256.
Yeah,
is what it says,
which again doesn't sound bad until we start taking into consideration the speeds of this of those cards of those. First off, they are pretty abysmal. I'm talking about they are slower usually than
the disc,
the PS3, the PS4, the PS4 hard drives on the Xbox hard. The hard drives that we have that's been at 54 revolution per second, and so that's gonna be a problem for loading times. On top of that, those type of storage devices are not very reliable for constant reads and writes, which is what we're probably going to be doing if we're going to be like putting games.
Unless you're just putting it in there to then move it to the internal, so I can just run off the internal. But then you're just making movements for no reason.
Yeah, exactly. Then what would be the point of the external? Exactly.
And just to keep things.
And the thing is, you don't want to mess up. You don't want to mess up with your save games because in these units, this micro SDs, even the best ones, the most expensive ones, are not super reliable for that kind of stuff. So that presents a problem right out of the bat.
Yeah. So that's so far. I think those are all the main specs at the moment. So let's talk about the good.
Yes.
What is good? I don't
know.
No.
Come on. So let's talk about the goods. And
okay. So I guess the most.
I'm kidding. We're always joking. No,
the most obvious one, I guess, would be the price. I mean, the price is relatable.
Pricing definitely pricing for the console. It's right around what we expected it to be. They couldn't have gotten away. Well, they couldn't have gotten away with anything higher than that, $299. I don't think.
That being said, and this could be almost. It's funny because I almost feel like this may be strategically done by the other console makers because right now you can get an Xbox One Slim or a PlayStation 4 Slim with a game for less than $299
with various games sometimes even and some good titles for $249
exactly. And so
at least that time
it's I guess the argument there was but you can't pick that up and play it along with you know what I mean. So I'm like, I guess that's true.
Would you want to? Would you want to?
Well, you would if you're into the Switch, right? I mean, that's the whole point. The whole point of the Switch.
I think. Oh man, how do I do? I think it's a step in the right direction. I like the system is very elegant. Like I love the design. If it was design piece alone, nailed it. Apparently, from reports from people that have handled it, it feels sturdy.
Good.
Yeah, it feels good. And buttons are very clicky, very nice. But you wouldn't expect no less from Nintendo because they do know how, at least. If they don't know how to design the controllers, but they do know how they don't know how to shape controllers, but they do know how to make buttons at least.
Yeah, the buttons always feel good.
Exactly. It's like it's too bad that they can't seem to nail anything else.
Yes.
And this launch lineup, like it just feels like.
Okay, we're moving into the bad. Okay.
No. Okay. Let's keep it good. Okay. So what else?
Breath of the Wild looked freaking amazing. Amazing. Yes. I don't know if you saw the most recent trailer, but
you did.
It looks like I know. We've been asking for a grown-up Zelda, and I know this is not going to be Dark Souls Zelda. You know what I mean? I get it, but this appears to be probably the most mature version of it that we have seen, and I'm digging that.
This is Link not wearing that freaking green clown suit.
Correct. The hat, even though he still has the weird hair tassels on the side, whatever.
That could be.
That's just his tribe, I guess we can say. Whatever.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna say this as a tribal.
So it look. I mean, that looks amazing. And I'm like, that right there to me and to a lot of people would be enough to buy the console.
Well, of course, it's going to be the system
you're
seller.
only going to get. Now, is it going to be a system seller?
Come on, it's Zelda, bro.
Okay,
It's
all right.
definitely, this is the reason why you buy the Switch, because let's face it, nothing else on that list I'll care for too much.
Well, okay.
We're not
so,
jumping
yeah.
into that. We're still giving the
with the
positives.
good,
So
okay.
the positives is also going bringing it back to the hardware. I like the idea of you know,
The kickstand?
the besides the portability, yeah, exactly, the playing with the
friends and-
playing with
yeah.
friends and making it almost like LAN party, like it almost bring that LAN party feel.
Yeah,
back.
you can have up to 8 of them. If
Yes.
you have, all linked up and playing.
and suddenly you don't have to, like, you bypass like like an Xbox Live or PSN. Now you're playing right there with your friend, but you still have your own screen, and that's really fun.
Well, here's the funny thing. I don't know if this was because the marketing messed up or something like that, but there was there was a screenshot that I saw that showed people with multiple switches, and each of them playing on that one switch and whatever. And then on the thing, you can see split screen.
Free screen,
Yeah, and I'm
really?
going, why is that like that?
Well-
Now, I don't know. It could just be a marketing,
Or it could
they
be
fucking
a
had to
game
mess it
where
up.
it could be two, maybe two. Was it just one unit?
It was just 1 unit per person.
Oh,
And and then you saw a split screen of
just put the
4.
four.
Yeah. And I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah,
Now,
no,
again,
you don't
it could just be because
wanna do that.
the marketing was all messed up on that and whatever, and they put
Yeah.
the wrong image in, you know what I mean? But it's still, that's
That portability-
something,
Yeah.
something to look for.
I'm excited about the possibility of that, and about the possibility that, and about the fact that the system itself does not look like a frigging toy.
That's for real.
Yeah.
The look of it, it's very stylish,
Yeah.
Considering Nintendo's most recent consoles.
I like it is, I would say, it is powerful enough. It's not trying to be.
They are combining from the conference. You said the conference. The beginning reel that they put in. They were saying basically, we've taken everything we've done and put it together into this thing. So we have your handheld, the DS, right? The greatest DS, and the 3DS now is great as well. We had the Wii. We introduced motion control. We had
I thought we were keeping it positive still.
No, I'm just saying this is how they're looking at it. They're looking at it as positive. So then you have the Wii U with the gamepad, and they took all the ideas and put it together, and this is what we came with. So that it was a good way of starting the show. And I was like, okay, I see where you're going with this.
A little too gadgety. Like, I'm worried about, okay, you take this out, but then you also take out the Joy-Cons, and then it's like I can see messiness with kids, losing parts and whatever. But I mean, that they don't care about that, of course, because if they can, they'll happily sell you another set of Joy-Cons for like $80 or whatever it costs now.
All right, I think it's time to go into the back.
No, there's still some positives.
Okay, well, go ahead.
The targeting, they said they are targeting 60 frames per second on all first party titles.
Okay.
Which
is expected from them. So,
well, let me tell you, if this system guarantees 60 frames per second on their, at least on their games, I'm not going to pretend for them to guarantee on games that are not from them, but at least on their games, and for the most part they have, they just need to lock on that Zelda, because I don't know if Zelda's going to achieve that. See?
I saw, and I don't know. It could just be because of the feed that I was looking at. This
He looked
looks
a
like
little framey. He
yeah.
looked a little framey. But I mean, again, they have never been the type of company that focuses on fidelity. They're more, again, gameplay focused.
Correct.
Therefore, if they can log that 60 frames per second on all their first party titles, this is it. This is the console to own. I could say goodbye. Well, I'm not going to.
No, I was gonna say.
But I could tell you that Nintendo will be the main console, because that is a
The
huge,
main console.
Yeah,
Okay.
this could easily be people's main console. I mean, from a gameplay perspective, and of course expecting, which is not unrealistically, Nintendo to deliver good games for it and to keep a good stream of titles for it. Of course, this is all like fantasy almost.
Yeah, I was going to say that's actually a perfect place to segue if you want to.
Yeah. This could be a dream system.
It could be.
Yeah,
It could be.
yeah.
It has potential.
Yeah. There's unfortunately one thing that is holding it, and is the fact that it's made by Nintendo.
Yeah.
And what we mean by that is that Nintendo does what Nintendo's gonna do.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Which is
speaking of what Nintendo does,
yes.
let's just go into the
The real
concerns.
world.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's go into the concerns.
Yes.
The biggest concern that seems to be coming out everywhere is pricing. Like the console itself is priced okay.
It's
We're
okay,
very good.
Yeah. For a new console, I mean, it's expected no less. You could possibly see a price drop in maybe a year or so.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, nobody. I mean, $249. That would have been a PlayStation 4 moment.
Yeah.
I always compare it to the PlayStation 4 moment of, and all of this power and all of these things is gonna cost you $399.
$399,
Which was amazing because everybody was expecting it to be like $500.
So the accessories seem to be the real big issue as far as the pricing. So
This is where the other shoe fell.
yeah, the specifically the pro controller costing, what is the price of it?
$70.
$70 for a pro controller,
Which we don't know yet, but it doesn't look like it have any specialty features other than just being a controller with rumble.
Yeah.
And it doesn't justify
it doesn't
the price.
justify that price
at that point.
And that's one. The Joy-Cons are, first of all, the Joy-Cons are extremely small. I mean, they are really small.
Yeah.
I mean, I was looking at them going,
It's not something you want to hold for long hours of gameplay. For
that
sure.
being said, there's a shitload of buttons on that little thing, bro.
Yeah.
So it's like,
That's
you know,
cool.
well, that's cool. But
Yeah.
if you're playing tensely, you may hit a button you don't mean to be hitting. You know what I mean?
Or we don't know if that thing could unhinge suddenly on movement. Like you could see it happening because again the problem with having so many moving parts.
Yeah,
is that
exactly.
they wear out.
Exactly. So the Joy-Cons buy them a single Joy-Con, which I don't know why you would buy just one, but if you're just buying
If
one,
you lose a kid is gonna lose one. It's gonna lose.
I
Yeah.
tell you, for $50, I'm slapping the kid, bro.
$50. Jesus.
$50 would be the sold separately. Obviously, you're going to be buying two of them because you're going to
That's
save money anyway.
ridiculous.
So
yeah, that is just that's overkill.
yeah, it's $80 for the combo of the two.
Those little things.
Those little things.
And don't even get me started on the freaking the base,
dock,
the base unit, the dock unit.
The dock unit is $89.99.
Are you freaking kidding me?
And I guess the thing here, the point of having more than one dock unit is you can have, let's say, for instance, I got 3 TVs, one here in this room, one in the living room, one in my room. If I have a dock in each one, I can just take it off here, go into that one. You don't have to stop the game.
They kind of messed up there because first of all, I mean, again, if we had, I keep saying again, I need to stop that. If they could at least justify the reason why this costs so much, like let's say, okay, well, the dock has extra processing power, or it just creates some sort of capability, but no, it's a freaking piece of plastic, and it has the outputs, which are not going to cost more than $3, if you buy the circuitry,
and the wire that goes to the TV.
Yeah,
and
that's it. And why does that have to be $90 when you could have sold that at say $30 max, right? $30, and drive home the idea of you can move this anywhere. You can just move it from the living room to your bedroom. Switch it up. That would have been great. But
unintended.
No, they have to sell. They have to sell that at $90 for no reason other than just to be greedy.
Yeah,
because they know they can't afford. They can't afford to do that with the console itself. So they're gonna do it with the unit, and that's what I meant by Nintendo being Nintendo.
That's what it appears like, unfortunately. The other items that they have is the Joy-Con charging grip, which is $30 by itself. So $30 plus the $80 for the actual Joy-Cons that you would slide onto it. That's that's a big controller. A lot of money for a full controller right there.
You know what that reminds me? That reminds me of I was moving recently, right? And I had to rent a U-Haul truck. and they advertise $19.99. Sure, you go try it, $19.99, and I'll go ahead and I go in it. And I'm not expecting literally $19.99. I know there's gonna be some tags, and there's gonna be some, the gas that I use and stuff like that. That shit ended up costing me almost $60. So it wasn't that far of a trip, but when you bundle in, like, oh well, you have to have insurance, and no, your insurance doesn't work. With it, you actually have to have their own, so it's $10 more, and you have to obviously pour gas, and with taxes and whatever. So it's like, okay, you make it so that the price will get you in the door. And then you start tagging all this shit. And that's what I feel like Nintendo is doing with this system. It's like, oh, yeah, it's $3.99. It's a new system. You have to understand. It's not going to be less than that. Oh, you're happy with that. Okay, well, what's that? You need an accessory for that? Okay, this is going to be another $200. This is going to be another $90. This is going to be like it's ridiculous.
It's stacking up. If you really add it all together, it is really stacking up on prices there. So that's one blemish. What's going on.
Yeah.
Another major blemish. I personally think this is even more
than pricing?
Pitiful.
Wow.
Yes. So Nintendo Switch is going to come with an online service that is free for now until the fall.
Yeah.
Right. And it comes with quite a catch, my friend. So you're going to get a game a month from them, similar to Xbox with games with gold, PlayStation Network, and it'll be available for you for 30 days.
This early? So they don't have, they only have like 8 titles on release
Well,
day.
we're talking, most likely, we're talking Virtual Console here.
Oh, of course we are.
Keep in mind, you only have 32 gigabytes of space.
You know what? I'm not going to complain. It's free. It's a free game. I'm probably going to get up to playing it, whenever I want.
Well, here's a good thing about the space that it's going to be taking in the in the actual unit itself. After the 30 days, it's gone.
That's where I was leading you, actually.
You don't get to keep it.
I read that and I was like, wait, what?
You don't get to keep it. If you want to buy it after that, you're basically renting the game. Yeah. Is what you're doing. So you don't get to keep it afterwards.
Oh, Nintendo.
If you have to buy it afterwards, if that's the case.
So... what's the point then? Exactly. What is freaking the point? I mean,
I'm like,
Microsoft and Sony are giving me 2 games for the system. I mean,
more if you think about when the backwards compatibility.
Yes.
When you think about the ones like Vita, that's also available now for PlayStation 4.
And Nintendo, it's not like they're lacking on their old games. They are basically
some of the best games.
Renting. Old ROMs
that you can download
that
anywhere.
I can download anywhere. No, I'm gonna get them from them, and I get to play for 30 days. I mean, I just don't know how to say. I don't.
There's no sensing. There's no sense.
I can't even.
It doesn't make sense. You know what I mean?
It's already bad enough the fact that okay, I get a Nintendo. Realistically, I don't see myself playing this game for more than a month. But I like to think that I feel like playing Mario Bros. 3. Maybe I can just fire it up. And it's a game that I probably have bought like 5 or 6 other times on your previous console because you don't know how to make a consistent online experience. And
or maybe you do. You're just choosing not to.
Or it's why.
This is why I still have my Wii. I still have my Wii. You'd be asked all the time.
Then we don't need a Switch, is what we're saying.
I have so many games downloaded to it. I don't want to let it go. You know what I'm like? Because now I'm going to have to buy it all again. This is ridiculous. I have all the Mario Brothers on it. I have all the original Legend of Zelda, Zelda 2, Link to the Past. I have all that in there. This is like my treasure trove.
Those games
can't move it anywhere because it doesn't let me do it.
Compatibles. I mean, you got Microsoft bending over backwards for their backward compatibility for no reason because they don't really have to.
No, they don't.
But it's a great value add, and it works amazing. And those games are even running better now on the new console. And then Sony has their own system where you can stream the older titles, and that's really cool. Nintendo, of course, is going to be selling me Super Mario Bros. 3 again after I paid for it already. I paid it on the Wii, I paid it on the Wii U, I paid it on the DS. It's like, what the hell?
And lastly, last blemish, I guess we can call these, the Nintendo Switch launch lineup. It is, first off, apparently launching with fewer games than the Wii did, than the Wii U did, or the 3DS.
Wow.
A total of 35 titles are in the window.
And they define window from here to the end of the year.
I guess. I mean, when I look at the
that window keeps expanding.
when I look at the stuff that they've shown, I'm going. If you haven't showcased any more of these, it's because they're really small titles.
Are they considering Mario Brothers Odyssey to be on the launch
window? But it still doesn't come out till holiday 2017.
Then I just vindicated my joke.
Yes.
It is literally the launch window is throughout the rest of the year, we're going to have 35 games.
Pretty much.
And of those 35 games, you're really interested in 2, maybe.
Well, let's take a look. Obviously, Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild.
That's the game that you're going to be playing all year.
That's exactly. Some game called 1-2 Switch, which I've saw everything I've seen on it looks absolutely ridiculous.
Why is Nintendo? Why is this not a packing?
That should come with it.
This should be the Wii Sports game.
Yes, exactly. Why is it not with it?
You're paying $2.99 for a system that will allow you to do nothing because you need a pack. You need a game.
Exactly.
And most people are not going to go for 1-2 Switch.
Well, they're not going to have much choice because that's launch day. Legend of Zelda, 1-2 Switch, Skylanders, Imaginators, and Just Dance 2017.
Nope.
Those are your 4 launch day available titles.
Wow.
When I say 4, I really just mean those are the one that you're going to get in launch day because who's going to get the other ones? Okay. Launch window includes, this is going to be great, Has Been Heroes. Never heard of it, but it comes out in March.
That's the sequel to No More Heroes.
I'm thinking that's what it is.
And I heard that's a good...
Is that really the sequel?
I think so,
Okay. Well, in that case, we'll see.
That's something, yeah.
I Am Setsuna, which I was just talking about.
You enjoy so much that you're in your new Game Plus right now, right?
Exactly. Yes. Sonic Mania, Lego City Undercover, ARMS, which, sidebar, people who have been playing it going... It's actually pretty good for considering the silliness of the ARMS thing. It's not bad. That being said, ARMS is spring. Super Bomberman R, Snipper Clips. Don't know what that is. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which is Mario Kart 8 again.
I'm actually excited about the same Mario Kart with maybe fixed online. No, not fixed online. Fixed. What was that thing that was missing? The battle. That mode that had you popping battle mode that got you. Yeah. Well, before it was stupid because the arenas were the actual tracks. Which made no sense. Well, now apparently they have actual arenas. So
actual arenas.
This is the complete edition. Basically.
Exactly.
This is the.
So you're fixing a game and you're porting it over.
This is sure.
So Splatoon 2, which
that's okay.
It is good.
Yeah,
but it's not really a sequel.
No, it's just Splatoon Deluxe.
Yeah, exactly. You should call it Deluxe as well.
Yeah.
NBA 2K18, Elder Scrolls 5 because
they're not calling it. Yeah, they're not calling it Skyrim.
It's Skyrim. Yeah, I'm sorry, Skyrim, and Super Mario Odyssey.
I saw that Super Mario Odyssey, and a lot of people were very excited. I saw it, and that shit looked just weird. He had Mario on. I don't know about this one. He had Mario running through like normal streets, like everybody.
A normal city,
normal city, and everybody is like normal size, and he's still like
the little pint size.
Which it kind of makes it like, okay, you ain't Mickey Mouse. Snap out of it. You want to think you are Mickey Mouse, but you're not. So
he is Mickey Mouse to many people.
But I don't doubt that the game's. It should be great.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I just bring it out there. It looked weird.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it did kind of stand out a little bit.
It looked like it lost a lot of this whimsical. When they try to bring it to the real world, as many things do. When you try to put like real world, which it'll be interesting to know why the hell, because it just made me think of Sonic the Hedgehog. With
the girl.
Yes. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, hopefully, I mean, I'm sure still be Princess Toadstool.
Bestiality on a game.
Oh my god!
It was, that's what Sonic the Hedgehog was. Apparently, that's where Mario's heading to now. No, I'm kidding.
Well, so that's the lineup, and
I have another gripe. that I'm very concerned about.
Okay, talk to me.
Motion controls.
Oh yes, I was going to say motion controls is not going away.
Why? We didn't know.
Oh, one of the accessories I forgot to mention is the wheel that you can put the little Joy-Con in.
Yay! Well, that's gyroscoping. That I could have been okay with that. I don't need a rack. I don't need to have a racket in my hands again. That's 2005. Just snap out of it, people. Yeah, we're done with motion controllers.
Unfortunately, Nintendo's not done with them. Here's my here's my ultimate view of everything. I'm still interested. Okay, why?
Day one?
Huh?
Day
no,
one?
not day one. No, not day one. I'm gonna tell you why. Because one, I'm still interested because of one. This year is gonna have a Legend of Zelda, a Super Mario game, a Mario Kart game, all available this year.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's why most likely for me, if I do it, it will be holiday. So all those titles will be available for me.
Yeah, that's true.
So for me, I see it as a so far it's okay. From what I can see, it's not an expensive console. I probably will not be getting more than one controller on it. I'm just going to get what it comes with, and because the games I just mentioned, except for Mario Kart, I can play it by myself.
Yeah.
Mario Kart, I'll just play online or something. We'll figure something. The thing comes with 2 controllers. We'll just fucking do that.
Yeah.
That being said, I don't see anything else on this list. I don't see anything else coming out in the future. The third-party support that they claim to have seems to be more of a trial. They're trying to see.
They're in wait and see. Yeah, they're in wait and see.
And I mean, Skyrim is what 2-3 years old already.
Yeah.
Ubisoft is doing one of the Rayman Legend games. They're bringing that, and it's like, okay, well, that's cool, but is that really third-party support?
They all sound like hand-me-down games.
It's exactly what they are. There's nothing cooking. Mm-hmm. There's nothing showing that that anything is cooking in the background for it.
This is probably the first year, and then on the next year they're gonna bring the big guns with the cool games on their E3 announcement that we could see some serious titles.
That being said, you talking about the third-party support.
Yeah, I can see.
Okay. All right. Well, that right now, again, looking at just this year, if I'm going to get this, I need to right now focus on what I'm doing. What I'm getting this for is for Mario, for Mario Kart, and for Zelda.
Yeah.
I can't look at
for Street Fighter 2, bro.
Another port,
another hand-me.
And they can't even do Street Fighter 5. What the hell?
They probably looked at it and be like, nope, we want to avoid that.
Yeah,
Street Fighter 5. And besides, Street Fighter 5 was Sony's thing.
Yeah. So that being said, that's what if I buy into that I need to know. If anybody's buying into that, they need to know that this is what you're buying into. Okay.
Right.
That being said, Nintendo themselves take a while to put out their own games.
Yeah.
They have 3 of their major flagship titles in this year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So unless there's a Metroid that they have set up for next year, we're probably not going to see another major Nintendo one for a while.
Probably until 19?
Maybe.
2019?
So if that's the case, you're going to need some freaking third-party support here.
It can't happen. There's going to be... What I'm afraid of is there's going to be a lot of hands-me-down ports. And,
games that came to the DS and the 3DS are not going to come over here.
Yes, exactly.
You know what I mean? Exactly. And hey, technically, this can be considered a handheld as well. But is that what I want? Is that what what I'm buying? No, I wanted the console. I want console gaming.
Yeah.
And yes, Legend of Zelda looks like to be that, but that looks like it's the only one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's gonna be the game that you're gonna be playing for a while.
Yeah. And then honestly, when you look at this lineup here, when you look at new games from Legend of Zelda, what do you have? You have to wait until the end of the year to do Mario, and then you have nothing else because they haven't announced anything else. Mm-hmm. So they didn't show anything to make someone feel secure in getting it now.
Yeah.
Apparently, pre-orders are available now. They're out. You can pre-order. They're not flying off the availability.
I think Amazon still have theirs open.
Yeah.
And I think investors also...
they backed off. Remember? They backed off. They were not happy when the Switch reveal.
Well, the thing is, usually that's a little expected, but then the stock recoups,
True.
And not to turn this into the financial podcast, but that's usually what happens that's usually the reaction time. The problem is that Nintendo stock went down and it hasn't recuperated. It's still lower, after the news. And I'm afraid it's because they're realizing like, okay, this ain't really. You're not making another Wii, really.
So
in the sense of huge system sell. I mean, the system will sell, but it feels like it's just going to be another
Wii U.
I was afraid of saying it. I couldn't bring myself to say it.
So looking at it as a gamer, that's how I'm looking at it. As far as I will get it, I'll probably wait until Mario comes out because I'll have more games at that point. I'm gonna wait, and that'll be that. As someone who will be a fan, or not even fan, looking at it as a company, I don't see good things coming for this console because it doesn't look like it's gonna have at least they haven't shown anything. I mean, if you have something, mention it. They showed a picture of Travis Touchdown from freaking No More Heroes. Wow. That's all they showed. It was an image on the screen to say, oh, guess what? We're going to have another one of those. Yeah. Great. If you have other titles, do something. Say, hey, we're having this, they didn't show anything. Nothing at all. You know what I mean? So I don't see third-party support happening. As other than ports here and there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Rayman. How many times do I have to play Rayman Origins?
And I already have it. Why? I'm going to buy it again? I have it on my console that I can probably
take
with
me for free.
That I can probably take with me when PlayStation 5 comes out. Yeah. Because it'll be available again there. You know? So it's just... It's not looking good. It's not looking good.
It's not the answer that we were hoping. It's not... And I realize it's pretty doom and gloom over here. We don't. It's not that we. It's not that we want to we don't want Nintendo to disappear.
Not
it's
not
at all. It's not that. It's just that we're tired of all the freaking travesties they do. Like they still do. It's freaking 2017, and they still don't know how to do online right.
The commercial, the one trailer they showed back a few months ago. Got me excited. Got us excited.
Yeah,
it was like, you know what? Yeah, man, I'm buying into this shit.
Yeah, of course. We were excited when we reported it.
Then the damn ball drops, and a ridiculous online service. We don't even know how much the online service is going to be.
I think
shit better be for a renting service like that.
I heard this. It's like $4.99 a month or something like that, which is not.
So it's a monthly service.
It's a monthly service.
Well, $4.99 a month. That's what that's $60 a year. Same thing. No?
Yes, there you go. Okay. Yeah, exactly.
All right. So but still, you're paying per month.
But you're not getting the reliability that you get with Xbox Live and PSN, nor the features, not the games. Yeah. Also, you're not getting any of that because they just want to get too greedy with it.
So that's what I'm saying. The ball ends up dropping. You hear about that. The pricing on all the stuff.
Mm-hmm. You finally have
no games, other than the ones that we already assumed. You know what I mean? Yeah. It just, I wanted more out of this show. I liked the show for what it was, but when you look at what's there, it's nothing. It was there. It wasn't there. And
let's face it, you can't. You're trying to run this company with just your titles. You're gonna need to really ramp up then on your production because. You can't have us waiting for like the next Metroid, let's say, for example, in 2 years. Or Star Fox, especially titles that already have been marred by their previous example. Like Star Fox was one of their properties that right now I have no confidence in the next one being good. After that, Metroid is another one. I don't expect the next. I'm not excited for the next Metroid because of the mess that they did last time. Mm-hmm. So you have
the last best Metroid game is
Prime.
No.
Prime? You didn't like Prime? What?
No. I did like Prime. I said I was making a joke.
Oh, sorry.
The last good Metroid game was. And I can't even remember the name of the game now.
Not Other M.
No, not Other M. Jesus Christ! It's the one made by Tom Happ. The one guy who made the
Axiom Verge.
Yeah. That's the last good Metroid game.
Playing Axiom Verge. Yes. Nintendo hired that guy.
Yeah.
Or actually, seriously, hired the people that did Metroid. What was that? The Metroid the bootleg. I won't call it bootleg.
The one that's online.
But the one on
Metroid 2?
PC, they took the Metroid 2 and they actually made with the looking like Super Metroid. I call it bootleg, but in reality, that game has more production values than even a Nintendo Metroid. So and it's out now. You can't really download it, or you can if you know where to look. But the I thought you were gonna be like the last Metroid is in captivity. The galaxy is at peace.
No, unfortunately, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I look at the group, and the group is kind of divided. You know what I mean? When it comes to, some people are. Javier's already apparently pre-ordered a bunch of stuff and all that. So but he is part of the Nintendo Treehouse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So obviously, those who are part of the Nintendo Treehouse are going to do it, but that's it. And if that's all that's going to be, it's going to be the Wii U again, because that's who bought the Wii U.
Mm-hmm.
Who is going to, outside of that, come to? Why would you buy a console that's going to have games that you already have on the console you own?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's not gonna move units. And yes, I agree. Legend of Zelda is a very big title when it comes to that company, but it's not Mario.
It's still no, and not only
Mario is the one that's gonna really move units. So they probably have a nice little bump in the holidays when Mario comes out, and then it. It'll drop and plateau. Yeah,
and what I really meant at the beginning, where I said like, oh man, this system could be like my primary system, is because I'm ready for a system that it's dedicated towards games and make game run good and be good. I don't need photorealism. I just want the game to feel all right when I'm playing this gameplay always. And if they can match that with a good production with a good steady production of games, then I would love this. I will take my Switch everywhere. I'll play it. I have fun. But realistically speaking, that's not going to happen, because that's not the company. That's not the Nintendo of now. And the Nintendo of now, it's unfortunately they're trying. They want to have that Wii moment again.
They're desperately looking for that.
And it's not that I can blame it, because I understand that was successful at first.
The thing is,
but it was artificial.
Yeah, because they think that they orchestrated that Wii thing when it wasn't. I don't think they knew what they had. I didn't think they were literally handing it off to, it was going to be another console. It was not orchestrated by them. The fact that it was something new made it sell like crazy.
Yeah,
that's what it was. It was an anomaly.
It was
an anomaly.
It was Wii Sports. That Wii Sports, you showed it to anybody. It doesn't matter if you were a gamer or not. It was just a cool technology at that time. Yeah, it was the first time that people saw that. You're not even trying that here. No. You don't even have game packed in on this thing. And let's be realistic. You're not going to have it here either. This is a console that you want to make for gamers, not for new people. Because the new people are going to look at this and it's just it looks like a tablet. Well, guess what? They already have a phone. They already have the time to try to bring casual people. It's past. It's past. It's past. You really can't.
So yeah, that's how we feel about the Nintendo Switch.
So Switch releasing in 2 months. We're excited about it.
I'm excited.
I'm excited. I didn't mention it, but I do have a pre-order on Amazon.
Do you?
More than likely is so that I can flip it on eBay.
Jesus,
because I'm thinking Nintendo is not gonna have a good distribution line for this, and they're gonna be hard to find everywhere, and the people are gonna be willing to spend thousands of dollars. I mean, not realistically, but I'm saying I have mine on standing by just in case, and it's only because you don't have to put a dime on Amazon.
I know. Yeah. Well, that's how we feel about it, and so.
If you have another opinion, then you are wrong. And to prove us wrong.
Yes.
I'm kidding.
Comment below.
Tell us how you really feel about it. And no. In all honesty, this is all fun and games. We don't want Nintendo to fail.
I love Nintendo.
I still love Nintendo. I really like this design. It's just I don't want it to mess it up. Drop the ball like the Wii U.
There's a lot more question marks that were not answered, and now I just don't know. I
Yeah,
just don't know.
I just don't know.
It's feeling Wii U. That's the problem. It's feeling like the Wii U, and I just don't know.
Episode 30, what is it? 37?
38.
38? Episode 38. I just don't know.
Exactly. All right, guys. So that brings us to the end of said episode 38. As always, you can go to goodgame.tech and join the group there. That's the GG group on Facebook. If you're listening to this on iTunes or Google Play or on YouTube, by all means, please subscribe to the channels. Leave us a comment. Leave us a review on iTunes. We'd love to have those. And as always, if you want to email us any type of topics, any type of comments, our email address is goodgamegamergroup@gmail.com. This is Arnaldo, a.k.a. Mad Dog, signing off for today. Mr. Santos, welcome back.
Thank you. Hey, it's definitely good to be here.
Anything else?
I had too much coffee now.
I know, we're all jittery.
And I need to go back to painting on the house. So
Okay, all right.
this is David. This is Dream Twister signing off.
All right, guys, we'll see you next week.
GG!